transport this patient to hospital, because anybody who's been unconscious in the water is going to have secondary drowning effects, and we need to have them monitored for the next week. Along the beach, and the mother's come running to me saying her baby's cyanode. In other words, turning blue. And when anybody turns blue, that means they're getting no oxygen. So what do? I open the airway. The airway is obstructed, so I go down, turn the baby over, make sure that my hands are not covering the baby's mouth and nose so it can breathe, and I make sure the neck extension, I can't extend it too far, otherwise you can easily fracture a baby's spine because the bones are still soft. So what I do is make sure I've got support under the back, and support, turn the baby over, put the baby on my knee, so there's support here, then I do back flaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If nothing comes out, I'll try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, some food's come out of the baby, so now I'm going to take the baby back. Make sure its back is supported, and I've got support here. Now I'm going to check. Airway is clear. I'm not going to do a neck extension. I'm going to check if the baby's breathing. Baby's not breathing. So I'm going to give 2 quick breaths. I'm going to put my mouth over the nose and the mouth of the baby, like so. Now I'm going to breathe with my cheeks only. Don't breathe with your lungs, because you are going to burst the baby's lungs. Too much air going in there. So you give a small breath, 3 seconds. Listen. Again. There's no pulse, so you do the same as you do with anybody else. Nipple to nipple, down the sternum, 2 fingers. Same, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 2 breaths. The CPR is exactly the same, 30 and 2, but it's slightly quicker, because with an adult there's 12 breaths a second, with an infant there's 15 breaths a second, and with a baby there's 20 breaths a second, because the baby breathes every 3 seconds, hypothetically, and that's what we have to do, and with an adult you only breathe every 5 seconds. So the cycle is exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 2 quick breaths. Okay, the baby is now breathing, and there's a pulse. I will put the baby down, the same as you do with an adult. Put the baby down and put the baby in a recovery position. I can't do it with the mannequin, but the same thing applies. There, leg over there, and there. And you put the baby in a recovery position, head down for drainage, and then make sure and stabilize, and make sure that you stand by until the ambulance comes to transport the child to hospital. Breaking away from a patient who's grabbed you. Someone who's in front of you and grabs you on the shoulder. One hand goes on their wrist, so they've got movement there. The other hand goes over that arm, because you're breaking the elbow, and at the same time you're lifting that elbow, because you have to pull the patient's arm up. You have to go under and behind the patient. You have to lift the patient up and make sure the patient's head is out the water. It doesn't matter if your head's out the water. So you have to go under, making sure the patient's head is out the water, and you must come, the patient mustn't move. The rescuer must move. Then you've got underarm, chin, and then you can you life-saving kick back to the pool edge. That's the front grip. You got to do the reverse grip, which is exactly the same. You have to make sure the patient doesn't move and the patient's head stays up. Now I'm going to give you, okay, grab me. It's exactly the same thing in reverse. Shoulder, up, you go underneath, you notice I'm moving, the patient hasn't moved. You bring it down, the patient's head is still above the water, same story, boom, there we go. Airway open, support, and back to the edge of the pool. Okay, I want to show you a common mistake. Okay. Alright, another one is that the patient grabs you around the neck, do whatever you want. Grab me. If the patient grabs you under their arm, there's two spots here, in the front and in the back. If you squeeze them, it's so painful. You see how she's jumping? You just push there. It's very, very sore. The patient will let you go under the water and get away. Drag along. Which button do I press?
Now, if she catches you now with the elbow, and now she holds her hook in. Hold, okay. Now you're choking, you don't know what to do. Oh, first thing what you need to do is you turn your head right. Now you're turning your head right. First thing you do. And then second, push down your chin down. Now your head is released. Now I'll repeat. First you turn your head right, the chin down, and then you push until you're under the water, and you release.